Oh yeah. Is it time for yet another watch party? Is episode 5 of the Bad Batch almost here in 15 minutes? Wow, 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 wow. It is time, ladies and gentle beings, for the Bad Batch, episode 5. What does the return mean? We're going to break it all down. We're going to give our last minute predictions for the next 15 minutes before the episode airs, and we're going to watch it together. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing on this fine Wednesday morning? I guess. Really late Tuesday night? No, it's Wednesday morning. It's Wednesday morning. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing on this fine Wednesday morning at 3 in the 2:45 in the something in the I'm awake. How's everybody doing on this fine morning of at some point in the week? We got quite the Bad Batch episode coming our way called The Return. We've been talking about it for a whole week now. But what is it going to be about? Who is the return? Who is the clone assassin? What the hell is going on? We're going to break it all down for the next 14 minutes until this Bad Batch episode comes out, and then we're going to watch it together. How's everybody doing on this fine morning of a day that exists in time? What's up, everybody? For those of you who are unfamiliar with the watch party, as it were, we put up a timer here in the top corner, and we press play together. And we press play like this. The timer will start to run. You will start your episode at the same time, and the number should correspond there, and then we will watch it together. That's how this whole thing works. So yeah. For the next 13 minutes, we will predict what we think is going down in this 5th episode. Final predictions, throw them in the chat. What do we think? Let me open up the chat so I can see what you guys are talking about. How's everybody doing on this fine really early in the morning? Every morning, or every Wednesday morning, I should say, I'm like, literally until the last moment, I'm like, am I really going to wake up at 2:45 in the morning, do a watch party for the Bad Batch? Am I really going to just absolutely ruin my Wednesday by waking up in the middle of the night and then having to sleep through most of the day? Then I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going to do that. And I get really excited. So I hope you guys are excited as I am for this 5th episode. Yeah. Okay. Let me see what you guys are talking about in the chat. I obviously asked you guys what your final predictions for this episode were. Maggie said either Quinlan, Ventress, or Vader are going to be the ones who return. I think you got to think about it as a return. Vader wouldn't really be a return. Asajj Ventress obviously would be, because she'd be returning after years and years and years of not seeing her. The last time we see Asajj Ventress is in like season 5 of the Clone Wars, so it's been a really long time. Yeah. Star Wars Politics says, y'all have fun. I appreciate it, Star Wars Politics. Star Wars Gatekeeper Notice says, return of Anakin. Again, Anakin is now Darth Vader at this time. Seems highly unlikely, but you never know. Necroport, what's up, says, I just want someone that, or something that furthers the narrative that it's building up well. I think this is going to be a very big turning point in the Bad Batch Season 3. I think we're going to get a very big and important episode coming up, because next week's episode is a double up episode. Is a double week episode. Week episode. We're getting 2 episodes of the Bad Batch next week, and they're titled Infiltration and Extraction. So a lot of fans, we were deciphering this in our live stream yesterday, think that this is going to be Omega being recaptured by the Empire in tonight's episode. And it's possible that the return is Asajj Ventress, but she's a bounty hunter working for the Empire, which will be absolutely insane. She captures Omega, she goes back to Mount Tantus, and then the next 2 episodes are Infiltration and Extraction, because the other Bad Batch and Rex and whomever are trying to infiltrate and extract Omega from Mount Tantus. Mark Collins, what's up? Mark says, maybe the return means Crosshair returning to the Clone Force 99 and Hunter and Wrecker forgiving him. That is sort of, could be the second meaning type to this season. I mean, to this episode. Crosshair obviously returned to the Bad Batch, to Clone Force 99 last episode, at the end of the last episode, but they didn't really look too excited to see him. Hunter and Wrecker, that is. So maybe that has the second meaning to it, or something along those lines, for sure. Can we smash a freaking like on this stream? What the hell's going on here? Can we get the freaking likes on the stream? Are you kidding me right now? Just kidding, I appreciate it. Rose, what is up? Says hello there. Are we all awake? We're alive. I wouldn't call it awake, but what's up, Fearless? Fearless says hello there. Good morning. What's up? AU not X. What's up? Says hi. Still Tuesday there? Oh wow. Well then, time travel. You know what happens on Wednesday, Mark? Nothing crazy so far. Rose says, return to Pabu. Okay, this is definitely also going to be a piece of it. I think they are going back to Pabu, but I think the Empire is going to find it. I think the Empire is finally going to find Pabu, their safe haven from Season 2. And I think it's going to be quite the unraveling for our heroes here. And as Jennifer Corbett, the producer and head writer of this show, said last week, don't put away the tissues. We're just getting started. So after last week, a lot of fans were very, obviously, emotional about the reunion that we saw between Hunter and Omega and Wrecker and Omega. She said, don't put the tissues away just yet because we're just getting started. This third season is going to be a sad one. I think we're going to see the end of many of our clone brothers here. Many of our Clone Force 99 brothers as well. So don't put those tissues away just yet. Skywalker Academy says, the return means a few things, I'm sure. It's at least a triple entendre. Yeah, it's probably going to mean multiple things. I think the main thing probably being Asajj Ventress, and then maybe like the return to Pabu, the return of Crosshair to the Bad Batch, and maybe some other things like return of Cad Bane, return of Fennec Shand. So let me put up a poll in the chat right now. Let's see. Who do you think is returning tonight? Who do we think? Asajj Ventress. Ventress. Asajj Ventress, Cad Bane, and Fennec. I'm putting them both in the same one. Fennec Shand, because they're probably going to be the same. They're both bounty hunters. They're both kind of connected, you know. Return to Pabu. We'll put Pabu as one of them. Return to Pabu. Who or what, I guess I'll have to put / what do you think is returning tonight? Pabu. And then we're going to put other. For those of you who think it could be something else. And if you have other, obviously put it in the chat so we can see what you guys think. What you guys thinking. All right, let's see. Where was I? Fearless says, good morning. What's up, Fearless? AU not X says, I had 2 energy drinks. I'm good. Oh, wow. I was debating last night whether or not I was just going to stay up until this episode, and then I was like, I need sleep. So I went to sleep for like 3 hours. And I'm going to go to sleep after I make my breakdown video. So we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. You know? We're doing it. Right away, 50% of you guys, or 25% now, think that Asajj Ventress is the person who's returning tonight. Something about water at 3 in the morning tastes so damn good. Fearless says, drinking coffee and getting hyped. Here's the thing. I just don't like coffee. I don't like the taste of it. So I don't drink anything caffeinated, actually. So I just am what I am, you know? I just am what I am. Yeah. Currymaker, what's up, Currymaker, says, when does the episode release? The episode releases in 7 minutes. 7 minutes. At 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what that means for you, but 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fearless says, like Anakin Skywalker said, there are a few things in my opinion. Like Skywalker said, not Anakin Skywalker. AU not X says a clone of Anakin. I don't think there'll be a clone of Anakin. That would be a little crazy. Especially, yeah, I don't think so. I mean, Project Necromancer maybe, but no, I don't think so. Double whammy? Come on, let's do it. Revan says hi, what's up? Necroport, what's up? Says, okay, I'm here. Nice, what's up? Agan Kolar will be returning. Who the hell's that? Sounds familiar, but hang on. Wait, Kolar. I completely spelled that wrong. What'd you say? Agan Kolar. Okay. Agan Kolar. Oh, this dude. That would be hilarious. If this guy returns, that would be awesome. I mean, come on. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I'd be down for that. Alex, what's up? Him and Pablo Jill. Nice. Rose says, I watched many episode 4 reaction videos on YouTube, and it was amazing to see how many grown men and women cried at their reunion. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. We all have very strong attachments to these characters, and we want to see them succeed. And they're all going to die in this final season. So getting this reunion was a very happy ending to the start of a really sad ending, I think. Yeah. Mark says, out of the box vote is that Quinlan Voss will show up since he was mentioned in the Kenobi series. Yeah, it's definitely possible that Quinlan could show up, especially with, obviously he's mentioned in Obi-Wan, but also his connection to Asajj Ventress. The two of them are supposed to be romantically involved, and we see Asajj in the trailer. Yeah. Star Wars for Life, what's up? Says, I'm here on time. Nice. What's up? I woke up 40 minutes too early. Nice. What's up? All right, we got 4 minutes. Actually, in these 4 minutes, let's talk about this guy. Here we go. Let's talk about this dude right here. Everybody's favorite. Oh, zoom out on that. Everybody's favorite clone assassin. Okay. Who's under the mask? Give your final predictions because we might find out tonight who's under the mask as the clone assassin. Is it Tech, who got saved from the fall? Is it possibly a clone of Crosshair? Is it Commander Cody, which we talked about in that video that I posted the other day? What do we think? Who's under the mask? Who's the clone assassin? Or is it just another random clone? I feel like there's an importance behind this clone assassin, and they're trying to pin this one up against the Bad Batch for some specific reason. I don't know, but you tell me. Who is this clone assassin? Who is under that mask in the next 3 minutes? Because we got 3 minutes until the show starts. So, drop that in the chat. Rose says Tech would be crazy, because then they would be pinning up Tech to be the main villain of this 3rd season, which would be absolutely insane. Yeah. Star Wars for Life says, I think we will see Pabu. Well, yeah, again, this scene right here with the clone assassin is on Pabu. So the Empire is on Pabu. We know that for a fact. Yeah. Is Wolf alive in the Bad Batch? That's my vote. Wolf is alive in the Bad Batch. However, we see him in the trailer. So he's not a clone assassin. We see him in his iconic armor that he had in the Clone Wars already in the trailer. So Wolf is still alive and still with his own armor. Yeah. Star Wars for Life says, I think it's too early for Tech. Well, here's the thing with that is a lot of people were upset with The Mandalorian Season 3 because Moff Gideon showed up too late in the season. He only was in the last 2 episodes where he was supposed to be the main villain. And then he died off, and a lot of fans were like, well, they should have brought him in a lot sooner because Giancarlo Esposito's awesome, but also because it's the end of his character. So I hope that they don't wait too long if they are going to bring back Tech, because, again, you guys know how I feel about this. Unless he's evil and they do it well, it will take away from the end of Season 2, because his sacrifice was a very meaningful one at the end of that season. So unless they bring him in and give him a lot of story arc in this 3rd season, they don't want to wait too long. Yeah. True. Exactly. Fearless says, it's either Cody or maybe a brainwashed Tech. I'd love to see Cody because Cody has to show up at some point. Cody is going to show up at some point, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah. Wow, we got 20 people here ready to watch this watch party with us together in 1 minute. So everybody smash a freaking like on the stream, please. I appreciate all you being here. John Groom, what is up? John Groom says, maybe it's Marok. I'd hate that. I'd really hate that. I'd really, really hate that. Okay, I'm going to end this poll before the episode starts to see where it ends so that it doesn't get swayed by the episode. What do you guys think is returning tonight? 46% of you said Ventress, 23% said Pabu, 23% said Other, and 7% said Fennec and Cad Bane. That's actually really interesting because I think that's a no-brainer tonight. I think Cad Bane and Fennec Shand are actually probably the most likely to come around tonight. Don't you think? Jossie Uwa, what's up, Josh, says Ventress. You think Ventress is coming tonight? Tony, what's up, says it's up. Disney Plus has the episode already? What? 1 minute early? No, it doesn't. You lied to me, Tony. You lied to me. You lied to me. Also, I think that we'll see the Ice Planet in the trailer. I do too, yes. We didn't get to watch that trailer yet today. Oh my god, Morbius is on Disney Plus. All right. Let's change my headset here. Let's change me headset. Should be out now. We're at 3 a.m. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, the return. Tensions. Oh, echoes in the thumbnail. Tensions rise as our heroes navigate new dynamics on the dangerous mission. Okay, here we go. That's very indescriptive of the episode. 27 minutes. Let's get this started. We got to start it together, though. We're not going to skip any of the intros or anything, okay? Okay, perfect. Let's get this started together. All right, let's see. Get that timer up on the screen. We're going to press play at the same time. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay, that's right on time for me. Don't skip the recap if there is one. Don't skip the intro if there is one. Don't skip anything if there is one. Okay? We're going to watch it together. Let's do it. Let's do it. Just call me King. Just call me Josh King. Got it, Josh King. I'll try to remember that. The return. She looks so old. It's just me, or does she look really old? Interesting. Papa who? He's working on his shot. That's a problem. Nice, Tony. Hmm. It's Echo. Yikes. Echo's return. Is Echo the return? I certainly hope not. Echo. Just realize how bright and nice it is on Pabu right now, because things are about to change. the vault. There's the data pad. You guys are right. They're going to the same one from Mayday episode. Hunter, 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 Hunter. Yeah, she does. Boom roasted. Interesting. It's true, Rose. It's true. Yep. What's the name of this planet? Does anybody remember? Echo's ship is pretty cool. Echo base. Yeah, no, it's not. Badger's like, the snow? What the heck is this? Nice. He's back. Because I'm the one who did it. Yeah, it is, John. I just forget the name of the planet. Let's do it. See if I can find it. Kalar? Caller? Kalar? Kalar? I think that's the name of it. From what I found. It was in the episode The Outpost. This place is abandoned. Well, that's not good because then the sensors are going to be gone and then you're going to get attacked. Is that made his helmet? Damn. Damn. He's come a long way. It's true Star Wars for life. The Return of the Ice Vulture, yeah. There goes the sensors. I get a bad feeling about this. How many? Echo's ship is pretty sick. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Oh, it's definitely going to be some monster of the week. We saw it in the trailer. They're going to have to work it out together. He's got the toothpick. It's awesome because only two characters hold the toothpick. Crosshair, Cad Bane. That thing is sick. I want one. Ice Vulture? Uh-oh. What happened? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Whoa. Ruh-roh. Well, now you're trapped. Good job. Let's get to it. Ice Moon Caterpillar. Ruh-roh. Oh, oh. What the hell? Why is there always a huge monster? That's smart. You're not going to lose him or anything. Ruh-roh. It's the ice version of the sandworm from Dune. Damn. Wrecker would be really good at building a snow fort. Delvis, what's up? Says Mace Windu is back. I don't think so. So the return is Crosshair returning to the scene of his crime? Kind of. Yeah, why is it calling it a worm? Why YRM? Boom. Where is it? Found it. Run. Don't just stand there. Run. You tell him, Batcher. You tell him. It's true. Space has changed quite a bit since season 2. Like the sensors at Chopper Base? Yeah, very similar. Good soldiers follow orders. There just might be hope for us yet. All right. That is all she wrote. All right. Change my headset really quickly. Okay. Let me pause this timer. Pause. Get rid of it. Boom. All right. What did we think of episode 5 of The Bad Batch? Rank it out of 10 in the chat. What do we think? Rank it out of 10. What did we think? What do we think? Episode 5 of The Bad Batch. What do we think? Rank this episode out of 10 in the chat. I'll give you my ranking. I'll give you mine. Honestly, well, let's see. Do I think it was better than last week's episode? Which I gave a 7.5, I believe. Interesting. I think I'm going to give it another 7.5. You rank it out of 10. Give me your ranking out of 10 in the chat. But I think I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. And here's why. No, we didn't get Asajj. No, we didn't get Cad Bane. No, blah, 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 blah. The return wasn't what the return we expected. The return was, of course, Crosshair's return to the Bad Batch. And, of course, more physically, it was more their return to, or Crosshair's return to the planet of Kalar, I think it is. Kalar, something like that. That ice planet where he, of course, made his turn from the Empire back to the good guys, where he saw the death of Mayday. Yeah. Necroport says a 5 out of 10. Nice. Mark says 8 out of 10 because we got to see Crosshair finally open up to Hunter and face his demons. That's true. We got a lot of character development in this episode for sure. Tony gives it a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah. Fearless says a 9 out of 10. Wow. 9 out of 10. I'll go with an 8. It did set up where we're going next. Didn't except they didn't say. True. It honestly leaves us in a weird spot. Like, where are we going to go now? Next week's episode is called Infiltration and Extraction. What are we infiltrating and extracting at this point? We know for a fact that this we will see in either next week's episode or the week after Asajj Ventress, because we know that the critics saw her, and those critics saw the first 8 episodes. And we're already on episode 5. That means Asajj will show up in the next 2 weeks. And so will Cad Bane, and so will Fennec Shand, because they're both in the trailer as well. So I think maybe I got my hopes too high. Don't say that much, because I always do that every week. But this episode was an extremely important episode for obviously Crosshair and Hunter's relationship, but also bringing the Bad Batch back together and Crosshair's development just in general. Obviously, he's still got the shaky hands. He's still struggling to shoot the blaster. But this is the place where he saw Mayday die next to him. He went and killed all those raiders from the planet. He killed all the raiders who were just innocent people. And then he almost died in an avalanche, and then he came back to the base, and the Empire tried to kill him. And that's pretty much how he ends up on Tantus, pretty much how he ends up as a good guy again, and all that stuff. So it's been a long road for Crosshair, and this was sort of his return to the Bad Batch, but also his return to where he turned, pretty much. It was very symbolic, very poetic, like Star Wars likes to do quite a bit, and it really, really helped develop the character of Crosshair and the character of Hunter in a big, big way. So yes, it was kind of your monster of the week, like Necroport was saying in the chat, but it was very important to establishing Hunter and Crosshair's relationship moving forward, how they're going to go about this and all that other stuff. Not only that, but it's also going to, I still believe that all these guys are dying by the end of the season. I think Hunter's gone, I think Crosshair's gone, I think Wrecker's gone, I think Echo's gone. So this is just giving more meaning behind that, which is going to be a little bit concerning. So if you're just coming in right now, rank this episode out of 10, because you might not have done that already. Okay, let's see. Necroport says, for reference sake, I ranked the last episode an 8 out of 10, and you gave this one a 5 out of 10. Interesting. I think last episode gave a lot of story development between Crosshair and Omega, just like the first couple episodes were as well. But I think this episode was more of Crosshair and the other Bad Batch, especially Hunter. Obviously, Wrecker was more open to Crosshair in the first place, but I think it's more of the Hunter aspect of it, yeah. So I think this episode was very similar to last episode, on the same sort of track of getting Crosshair back to the Bad Batch, showing his redemption arc, sort of, for lack of a better word. And then, of course, we're going to see it sort of end off with him dying. We got mention of Tech's death and how he wasn't there and how it would have been a lot easier if he was. This whole episode would have been a lot easier if he was. We got a mention of Rex, but no show of Rex, which was strange because we know Rex is in this 3rd season, but we haven't seen him yet. And he could have easily been in that episode. I think it was more of a reunion for the Bad Batch instead of the other one. Yeah. Yeah. AU Not X, what's up, says, episode 1, I gave a 10 out of 10. Episode 2, a 9.5 out of 10. Episode 3, a 10 out of 10. 4, a 9.7 out of 10. Wow. And 5 is a 7.5 out of 10. Well, there you go. Fearless says, I told you it was Crosshair's return to the Bad Batch. I guess you guys were right. I just thought it was a no-brainer that we were going to have Asajj Ventress be the return. She's in the trailer. We know that she's in the first 8 episodes. I guess she's not until the next 2 or the next 3, I should say. But we know that she is coming. So I thought it was just a no-brainer. I did not really think that the return would be the return to that same exact ice planet. I believe it's Kalar. Somebody fact-check me on that. But it's the same exact ice planet where Crosshair made his redemption, made his return to the light side, I should say. It was more of a symbolic return than anything. Yeah. Necroport. Oh, wait. Tony says, Batcher is now useful. Yeah, Batcher was pretty useful this episode, I must say. Necroport says, yeah, that's what I thought it meant to the return of the Bad Batch overall. Really haven't seen them in a group as a group in a while. Well, yeah, they haven't been a group since the first episode of the first season. Because that's when Crosshair or I guess it's a little bit later than that, but that's when Crosshair kind of goes away. Crosshair stays with the Empire and the other Bad Batch leave. Yeah. Skywalker Academy says, Nolan was dispatched to the planet Barton 4 to oversee the collection and transport of cargo from the planet's Imperial Depot. The lieutenant was shot by Crosshair after refusing Commander Mayday. Also, the planet is Barton 4? Okay, interesting. Interesting. John Groom says, character building / reintegration. Episode was fun, 8 out of 10. Okay, there you go. There's a lot of character building. Yes, 100% a lot of character building. Yeah. Now the mystery is the clone assassin. Yeah, the mystery remains the same. The clone assassin has not been told to us just yet. But that's okay. We'll see it eventually, I'm sure. Fearless says, and Crosshair got a new best friend, Batcher. Well, Batcher was already his friend from the last episode. Star Wars 1 Life says, just finished up the episode. I was laughing so hard when Echo said, I don't see any blood this time. Nice. 9 out of 10. It was the return of the Bad Batch. It was. It was the return of all the Bad Batch, except for Tech, obviously, but it was the return of the rest of the Bad Batch. Yeah. Ian, what's up, says 7.5 out of 10. Rose says 7 out of 10. Interesting. Necroport says, I don't know, just not a fan of this one. I don't want to be hard on it either. I want to like everything Star Wars for the most part. I do, excluding some pretty specific things that I feel most Star Wars fans would agree on. Yeah, I mean, this episode is one where it's like you're going to either like it a lot or you're not. You're going to either like this whole exploring the Bad Batch themselves, kind of giving us more explanation to the Bad Batch themselves, giving us Crosshair in his return to the Bad Batch and his return, obviously, to this planet where he saw Mayday die and turned to the light side again. So a lot of fans are either going to like that or they're not. And they're going to be very, very vocal about that. I'm on the same track as I was in last week's episode. I think this was a good sort of extender of the story. It gave us a lot of character development for Crosshair, for Hunter, and the Bad Batch together. And I'm excited for where it leads us. Again, next week's episode is called Infiltration. Whether that's Tantus or not remains to be seen. I think maybe now it's talking about the infiltration from the Empire's point of view, maybe the infiltration of Pabu, which we've seen, of course. This is Pabu with the clone assassin. So maybe it's talking about the infiltration of Pabu, and then we're going to get to see the extraction is actually Omega being extracted from the Bad Batch themselves. Yeah. That's definitely possible. Ian says, I woke up just as the episode dropped. Nice, Ian. AU Not X says, I'm going back to bed. See you next week. All right, well, I still got a few hours before I go back to bed because I still got to make this breakdown video. But yeah, appreciate you being here. Mark Collins says, could it be possible that Ventress could be a flashback this season? Or is she actually back? She's actually back. She's definitely not going to be a flashback because I don't think there's going to be a flashback in this season at all. But I think she's going to be a very integral part of Omega's journey, Omega's character development, because Michelle Ang, who voices Omega, was the one who said that her interactions between her and Ventress are very important to her character development. So that means that they are going to interact before, like, obviously it's not a flashback. It's actually her development in this season. Yeah. Star Wars for Life says, me, you're telling me that that it got bloody between Hunter and Crosshair before? Yeah, obviously they've been on missions before, for sure. Return has different meanings in this episode. Yeah, it does, Tony. It's obviously the return of Crosshair to the Bad Batch. It's obviously the return physically to that planet, the ice planet, that we could possibly be called Barton 4, but we'll have to double check that. Yeah. Josh King, what's up, says, now the mystery is the clone assassin. Yeah, it remains that, for sure. Fearless says, I wonder what they find on the datapad, if there's more, maybe in the next episode. Yeah, so looks like Echo and Rex are going to take that information and do what they will with it. So that'll be interesting. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. Mark Collins says, since Tech found medical information, could Omega's blood results be part of that information? Tech found it? Oh, you mean Echo found it in this episode? Maybe. I don't know. Rose says, I don't think they would let that information get out, you know? But Rose says, I think this episode will grow on me. I'm sure I will rewatch it. Yeah, it's one of those episodes that's like your 16-episode show. I mean, it happened all throughout the first 2 seasons of the show. We weren't expecting different in this season. The only thing was, with the title of The Return, I just thought it was going to be Asajj Ventress. I thought it was a no-brainer, and I guess I was wrong. I mean, can't all be winners. But yeah. Star Wars for Life says, this episode was great. Was great. Good to finally see Hunter get along with Crosshair. Kind of. Yeah. I mean, I still give it a 7.5 out of 10. It was very on par with last week's episode. I think we're going to hit the ground running here now that we've gotten all this character development and brought Crosshair back to the Bad Batch out of the way. We're going to finally get to see all this Tantus stuff with Omega and all that other stuff. Yeah. Tony says, the worm, yeah, why did they spell it W-Y-R-M? Is a cross between the Dune Worm and the Crate Dragon. Yeah, kind of. It was very Dune Worm-esque because it was just on an ice planet instead. But it looked very similar to the Dune Worm. Yeah. Necroport says, I wish they had made the clone assassin look a bit more like the Legends clones assassins. Yes and no. I think that would maybe confuse a lot of people, you know? Yeah. Tony says, does this episode end the arc that started when Crosshair left the Bad Batch in Season 1? That's a long arc. Yes and no. Obviously, Crosshair's arc is going to continue after this episode, but it definitely puts sort of a bow on it now that he's back with the Bad Batch officially. So yeah, kind of in a way. Fearless says, I think Ventress comes back in episode 8. That's the mid-season, and I assume that the real action starts then. Yeah, she comes back at some point in these next 3 episodes. Again, the critics saw the first 8 episodes, and they saw an interaction between Omega and Ventress. We know that for a fact. So we know that for a fact, Asajj Ventress is in the next 3 episodes at some point. We don't know when, but she is. We know for a fact that Cad Bane and Fennec Shand will also be showing up at some point in those 3 episodes as well. So that's kind of what to look forward to. Yeah. Necroport says, I just think the worm creature from Rookies in season 1 of the Clone Wars. I just think of the worm. Well, hang on, I gotta look this up. Let's look it up. Worm from Rookies Clone Wars season 1. Let's see. Let's see what you're talking about. Didn't come up. Let's see, you're talking about this. Oh. I see what you mean. This thing? I get you. From this thing, this is what you're talking about? That is actually very similar. Yeah, you're right on point there. You're right on point there. The Rishi eels. Is that what they're called? Yeah. That's a pretty good catch. Wait, how did the Bad Batch know what the creature even was? What do you mean? They kind of got chased by it. They didn't know what it was. They just knew they had to get it away from them. You know? Yeah, no? Skywalker Academy says, do you think it'll enter the nose or the ear? What? I hope neither. Yeah. Mark says, for those who played D&D Forgotten Realm, the creature was based off of the frost worm. At least it looks the same to me. I've not played any D&D, but I don't doubt you. NH Instrumental, what's up, says, it reminds me of the worm from the Rookies too, especially from Lego Star Wars 3. Oh yeah, Lego Star Wars 3. I forgot about that game. That game is underrated. Yeah. They knew what it was called. I know what you mean. What? Wasn't Echo in the Rookie episode? Oh, was he? I think you're right, actually. Is Echo one of the rookies in that episode? The real return of the episode is Echo with the worm then. He was. So was Fives, obviously. Yeah, so it was Fives and Echo is the clones in that. Interesting. Stuff that's going in the breakdown video. You guys are the best. Helping my breakdown video piece by piece. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's definitely something. Yeah. Cool. Cool. All right. Interesting. Those little green worms, the Hive Queen on Geonosis used to control her minions. Yeah, I forgot about that. You're right. Yeah. R.I.P. Fives. Yeah, Fives had one of the coolest deaths, honestly, if you ask me. Rose says, so cool. Wait. So it's so cool if you compare the lighting in most of the previous episodes, which were dark and backlit. This episode was sunny and light for the first time, seeing Batcher in the bright light. Yeah, this, like I said at the beginning of the episode, when we were watching it together, notice how bright it is on Pabu. It's sunny, it's happy, it's all this stuff. And then when you look at like this scene right here, where this clone assassin is, it's clearly dark. Obviously it's nighttime, but that's how they convey that the Empire's there. Shit's going down. It's of course a change in brightness, change in time of day. Like they use all this stuff to make you feel a certain way. So yes, the beginning of the episode had Pabu really bright and sunny, and we're going to get to see when the Empire shows up, it's going to be dark and gloomy, for sure. I was getting flashbacks to Crosshair, Nolan, and Mayday. Yeah, that's kind of what you got right at the beginning. The Ice Vulture was cool. The Ice Vulture is so cool. That's one of the coolest things in one of the coolest creatures in Star Wars. Yeah. I was hoping that Crosshair would kill that vulture flying when they left the base. That would be funny. That would be funny. Yeah. Yeah. Good Cups Fall Orders. I got it right here. I haven't had to bring it out yet, but you know, it's here. For those of you who are wondering. Still on this cup though. Got a breakdown video to make, okay? Okay? Saul, what's up? Says the return is the return of that planet. Yeah, it's the return of the planet. Kind of a bummer. I was hoping for the return of Ventress very badly, but I guess we have to wait another week, if not two, for Asajj Ventress, and I'm okay with that. The character development in this episode was good enough for me, I think, but we'll have to wait and see. Tony says, Crosshair was paying homage to the other clones. That was cool too. Yeah, when he went over to the helmets. The vulture was symbolic. It flew away. Yeah, that's true. It did fly away from the base. I called it with the planet. Did you? I don't remember that. I was collaborating with Maggie. Huh. Tony says, by placing the helmets on the boxes, yes. Barton 6, in case you're wondering. Is it 6 or 4? Is it 6 or 4? Let's look it up. Barton 4. Star Wars. It is Barton 4. It is Barton 4. Okay, interesting. Good to know. Barton 4. Let me write that down. Barton 4. The Outpost. Cool. Cool. Fearless says, I liked the episode because Crosshair did that, honoring the clones after they died. We get to see his softer side of him. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. You don't know how to type sometimes? I get that too. All right, I think we're going to get on out of here so I can go start that breakdown video so I can go back to bed. How nice would that be? Watch out for a breakdown video at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So in about, quick maths, carry the 10, carry the 9. In about 6 hours, 6 hours and 13 minutes, expect a breakdown video. So hopefully all you guys can watch that. I appreciate all of you for being here. What's up, Saul? I look forward to the breakdown video too. I look forward to making it. This is a weird time for me. Over the next couple hours, I sit here making a breakdown video and I'm going, I should just go to bed. I should just go to bed. What's the point of this? Why am I doing this? What's going on? And then I make it and then it gets a lot of views and I'm like, okay, well, that was smart. Not that it's all about the views, but it helps when you really stay up really late and work really hard. It does help. Yeah. Yeah. Tony says, when I awake, I want that video on my desk. It will be, Tony. It will be. All right, I'm going to get on out of here. Smash a like on this stream if you have not yet. Hit subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a video. And my pretty face will show up with a recommended feed of yours. Another great watch party. I appreciate all of you for being here, watching it with us. It's a lot of fun. And you make watching the show a lot more fun, I must say. All right, I appreciate it. Go check out that breakdown at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And may the force be with you. Always. Oh, yeah. What a great stream. What a great show. You guys are the absolute best. Watch out for that breakdown video. Don't forget to check out that breakdown video. And smash a like on this stream if you have not yet. Have a great rest of your evening or morning or day. Have a great rest of your lives. And good morning/night, everybody.